Hello and welcome to Joanne's Healing Within. I am your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, a student of astrology, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck. And I'd like to take a moment to remind you to share, like, and comment on today's show. And also, want to give a shout out to all my guests, all my advertising sponsors. And before I dive there, I want to remind you that we are on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and YouTube, if in case you missed any episodes. So let's give a shout out to all of my advertising sponsors. There is a flyer, so should you be interested in connecting with any of them, their contact number is available to you. So let's begin with Kendrick Greer. He's our amazing astrologer. Diana Brad, which is our small business consultant. Then we have the Three Crones and the Woo Woo. That airs live every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Then we have Nick Rafter, who's our real estate agent, someone to really be a good time to connect with all that's going on. And he's also our journalist. Then we have Natan Bradley. He's our mystic master teacher, founder of the Mystic Warrior Academy. Then we have Sherry Simpson, who's our intuitive guide. And our guest for today, which I'll introduce you to shortly, Vienna Sun. She's a subconscious mind specialist, intuitive business coach, and the co-creator of Alignment. That's a whole lot going on there. And for any of you who are interested in being a guest or even an advertising sponsor, feel free to send your bio and a short description to what it is you would like to share with our viewers. And you could do that, email that at healingwithin76@gmail.com. Now, let's move into today's energy because that's what we start off with in our show. I like to help you be in alignment to the energies of the day. It's almost like turning on the radio or turning on the TV and getting the news forecast, whether or not you need the umbrella, a raincoat, snow boots, or even that tank top. But this is a little different because this gives you the forecast of the energy that you will be walking into or out to for that matter, and how to align your energies with all that's going on around us on the collective and your own personal energy as well. So let's dive right in. I want to dive in. Let's see, what do I want to pull out of my hat today or out of my sleeve for that matter? Let's dive in on the day itself. Now, we are one day, because I believe there's only 30 days in November. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's 31. We are one day away from November coming to an end. Now, if you watch my show over and over again in the month of November, you've heard me say that November is the only month out of the 12 months that carries what we call a master number, high frequency vibration. And for those of you who are not familiar with numerology, what does that actually mean in the English language? It basically means that the entire month of November carries a very high vibration for all of us to step up and move into our master teaching abilities. Because every one of us has something that we are a master at. And with this 11 energy, it's almost as though the gateways are open and it gives us an opportunity to connect with our angels, our archangels, our fairies, our ancestors, and even loved ones for that matter, and your higher self. So anytime in the month of November, the whole 11 energies, just about that. Now, let's step away from November just for a moment and recognize that anytime you see the number 11, it's the same message. It's reminding you that the gateway is open. And it's also giving you an invitation to remember that you are a spiritual being, having many human experiences. And when that gateway is open, the veil between the physical and spiritual realm is so thin that you really do have access to all that there is available to you, and to also obtain the wisdom and knowledge that gets downloaded when we sleep. So now let's go back to the month of November. We're 11, and today's date, today is November 29th. So that 2-9 adds up to an 11 energy. So here we have it, guys. We have 1111. Now, that's an angel number. And the message from the angels is reminding you that this is a day to almost think of it like having a birthday cake with lots of candles on it. And you get to blow out those candles, which means you get to make a wish today. Now, I encourage you to allow that wish to be something so out of this world that when it manifests, you're going to know that it was your angels supporting you to help you manifest that desire. Please do not waste that wish on something small. I invite you something huge. Now, besides it being an angel number of 1111, again, it's two master numbers that stand side by side, 1111. So it works out when we add those numbers together, it works out to a 22 energy. So besides you being a master teacher, you're also a master builder. So it's an invitation to recognize what it is you're capable of building today. Now, of course, when we take the date and then the collective year energy, which is that 4, we're going to add the 1111, which is a 4, to that 4 collective energy, and you get an 8. So the overall energy with that 1111 frequency is reminding you that this is a day of abundance. Yes, abundance. And it comes from those two master numbers, the 1111 and 22. So recognizing that, yes, you are a master teacher and you're here to be in mastery and you're a master builder. So I pose this question on to you. What are you going to build today that's going to serve your highest purpose? That's the question I leave with you. Now, let's move into a little bit of astrology as well. Today is, again, the 29th. So yesterday, Neptune has gone direct. Neptune has been retrograde for about 4.5 months. Neptune is our planet of intuition, our psychic abilities, and being able to see on a whole different vibration. And being that it has gone direct, I like to invite you to be more mindful that you're going to start to see things a little differently than you've been seeing it in the last 5 months. Almost as though, ironically enough, you got a brand new pair of glasses and you put them on and now everything is just super clear. And now you're seeing things for the very first time in a whole different light. So I want you to think about that as Neptune has gone direct. And it is ruled by Pisces. Well, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, however we want to say. Pisces is our astrological sign of intuition, our psychic abilities, our psychic gifts. We are dreamers, and we're also about creating. So it's really interesting on how that just went direct yesterday. Now, let's talk about the energy that's coming in tomorrow on Monday, the 30th. We have an eclipse full moon in Gemini energy. Yeah, you know I love moon energy. So this moon energy is going to be, if not the same, more powerful than last month's moon. Because again, it's an eclipse energy and it's following Neptune going direct. So Gemini is our astrological sign of communication, broadcasting, connections, communicating. We want to talk. We want to talk. What is it we're going to create? What is it we're going to share? And that's the full moon's energy. Now, again, when we think about full moon's energy, it's also about letting go of things that no longer serve you. I want to pull a card really quickly because I can go on and go on about the full moon energy, but we're not here just for that. So let's pull a card and see what chakra you need to focus on so you can gain the benefit of all of this energy and release what does not serve you. So let's go with that card and see what's going to show up. Interesting card for today. Have faith. Have faith. Now, I know when I hear the word have faith, I hear trust the process, step out of the way, let go of your resistance. Those 3 things. Trust the process, step out of your way, and have faith. You're exactly where you need to be. Chakra associated to really work on today and over the next couple of days is your heart center. Let go of frustration, the sadness, the worry, the doubts, the anger for that matter. Let it go. So you can start to live in joy and peace and excitement. Yes, Your number. I do not make up the stuff, and you saw me shuffle. The number is 56. Works out to be an 11 energy. That 5 is all about the change that every one of us are undergoing right now. The 6 is representing how we are all working on being healing ourselves, but also helping others to heal. Because again, as healers, and the master we are as healers, we are here to hold space for others and shine light on them so they too can step into being the best version of who they are. Works out to be 11, guys. So that's another message letting you know and reminding you again, this 11 energy, the gateway is open. The gateway is open, the physical and spiritual realm, the veil is so thin that you have the opportunity to master being the healer you are. All right, guys. I hope this resonated with you. And feel free to leave your comments, share what it is that resonated. And should you be interested in getting your own personal reading, I would love to do that with you. All you need to do is email healingwithin76@gmail.com, and I'll set up an appointment. We'll talk about the different packages that I offer for my readings and get you to learn what's coming in for you in 2021. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when I come back, I'm going to have my guest with me. I'll be right back.
Hi guys, I'm Kendrick Cortez Greer, personal astrologer and astrological counselor here in Brooklyn, New York. I've been an astrologer for over 23 years now, providing astrological readings, counseling sessions, workshops, and corporate events all throughout the tri-state area. I've been very blessed and lucky to have clients all throughout the United States and beyond. If you're interested in a reading that is warm, heartfelt, honest, and conducive to speaking to one of your best friends, please contact me at 917-863-7528. You can also email me at kendrickstar@gmail.com. That's Kendrick, STAR@gmail.com. And for you Insta people, find me on Instagram at Kendrick Cortez Astrology. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Toodles.
Hi, my name is Brianna Sun, and I am the co-founder of Alignment Academy and Executive Excellence. If you are ready to start a thriving online business around your mission, or you're ready to take your life and business to the next level by clearing subconscious beliefs and other blocks that are in your way, then the Alignment Academy and Executive Excellence can assist you in that process. If you are ready to truly skyrocket in your life, please do reach out to me at aligned@thealignmentacademy.net.
Hello and welcome back. I am your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I'd like to thank you for being here and remind you to share, like, and comment on today's show. In just a moment, I'm going to introduce you to my amazing guest that's been here more times than I can count. But I love having her here because she's got so much information to share. So one time is never enough. But I do want to give a recap for those of you who are just joining us now to this amazing show of our card for today. The word is faith. So yes, it's important to have faith. As you have faith, you can begin to trust the process of whatever is taking place. But also want to remind you that in order to have faith, you also want to be in perfect alignment. And I think that's a topic we're going to be chatting about today. Chakra associated is the heart center. Anytime we are not in alignment to what it is that serves us, our heart gets very heavy. And then we unfortunately hold on to ego situations such as anger, frustration, sadness, loneliness. And we need to release all of that so we can make space, so we can really be in the space of joy, excitement, and hope and peace. Your number is 5 and 6. 5 is about the changes that we're all undergoing, whether we're aware of it or not. 6 is about how we are all healing and how we're all becoming healers and mastering the healing process, which is that 11 energy. I do want to remind you to make sure you go back and watch this from the beginning, because I shared some amazing insight on the cosmic energy that's going on in our world right now based on the numerology for today and then our planets. And that's really important information that I do not want you to miss. So feel free to go back after the show's over to catch the beginning. With all that being said, I want to introduce my amazing guest, Rihanna Sun. Did I say that right?
You're really close. It's Brianna, but I love how you say it. I love how you say it. You can call me Brianna. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I tell you, if I ever get anyone's name right, I'd have to go play lotto that day. So yes, yes, yes. So you are our subconscious mind specialist, intuitive business coach, and the co-creator of the Alignment Academy. So where do we even begin today? To start off with, because we do have many, many new people who are watching for the first time, just give them an understanding of what it is that all means for them.
Yes, absolutely. So, subconscious mind specialist means that, and I've been doing this for years and years, and I love it. 95 to 97% of what goes on in our life, and our business relates to the subconscious. So I like to be able to assist people to access their subconscious and go back and clear these beliefs at a root level and really shift things from the inside out. And then also, as an intuitive business coach, I really teach that alignment begins with your connection with God. Alignment begins with your surrender. Alignment begins when you offer yourself to that life of service, when you're in service to the whole and you offer yourself as that vessel and make that your foundation. From there, then allowing yourself to be intuitively guided as to which steps to take in your life and business. So really living your intuition, what I call intuitive alignment. And then as far as the Alignment Academy goes, that is a course that my partner and I have created and combined our over 50 years of experience in the holistic wellness realm to be able to put a course together that assists people to access and clear these subconscious beliefs in every major area of life, and then also move on to create a thriving business online in relation to their mission.
Awesome, awesome. And all of that is extremely amazing and also very important for now, for what we are all experiencing in 2020. And obviously, there's no coincidence to why you and your partner decided to create this amazing academy now, and as we move into 2021, and to really helping everybody who are aligned to you two to get into that space of releasing whatever does not serve their subconsciousness, because it is, I mean, one of the things I've come to learn over the last, I don't know, 8 or 9 months is we can sit and write our intentions or whatever it is we want to create, but until we really clear and align the energies and move into what it is that serves, like service, which is so interesting to use the word service. When you think about like Sundays, most people go to church on Sundays and they want to be in service. But it's also the same thing about really being in alignment to the service that each and every one of us are here to actually do, being in alignment. You know, and I'm a firm believer that when one is working at, let's say, a 9 to 5 job, unless they literally find something in that 9 to 5 job that really serves their alignment, they're totally out of alignment, which
Yes.
doesn't help. Yes, yes. So yeah, so what I like to do is I like to ask some questions. And to start off with, one of the questions is, what are the key ingredients? Because our title today is Freedom of Life. And that's a huge title. That's a huge title. 3 words, but very powerful. So what are the ingredients to a life of freedom?
So there are many things. And yeah, so that question really covers that. In a sense, we have to come into number one, that spiritual alignment with God. Number one. Because what can happen is if we start getting involved in our personal desires and chasing after our personal desires, what happens is we have a very limited scope on life. And so, as we're trying to fulfill just only those personal desires, we're closing ourselves off to the whole and the entirety of the infinite possibilities that are available to us. And the thing is, and one of my favorite quotes that I've ever heard is that God knows how to make you happier than you know how to make yourself. So when we do that, we're really, like I said, we're really limiting ourselves without realizing that we're doing that. So when you open up and you live a life of full surrender, you just let God take over your life, then the things that come to you are greater than anything that you could have imagined or tried to create or try to receive for yourself. So
That is, yeah, that's very powerful.
yeah, so that's one of the key pieces to freedom in my experience. And the other thing that, there are important things because there's time freedom and there's money freedom as well. These are two, there's freedom in love, there's freedom of our hearts. And so that's where coming into alignment is really being able to have freedom in all of those areas and all of the areas of your life. Freedom of
Yes,
your body, meaning that you take good care of your vessel and your body so that you can be free in it and have good health. Because when you have pain or you have something going on in your body, you can't focus on anything else, right? It's
that
like
is true.
all of your attention is just called to whatever issue is going on. So we want to be able to be free in our bodies in terms of being able to live our lives, right? So that's a foundational piece. Then, like I said, free with your heart, free to love. Like all of us have had pain and trauma and heartbreak, betrayal, something going like on in our lives that can cause our heart to shut down, that can cause us to put up walls and barriers and not want to not be as open to engage and to truly love. So we have to free the heart, right? Free and knock down the walls and barriers so the heart can be free to love and also be free to receive love. So that's
Awesome.
another key piece. And then also, like I said, money freedom. This is a big deal. And we have to really pay attention to the fact that, money in and of itself is an investment. It's always an investment. You're investing it in someone else's business. You're investing it in whatever it is that you believe in. It's a way for us to express ourselves and essentially vote for the things that are important to us, right? So it's an investment. It's not something that we spend. However, time is something that we spend and that we're never going to get that back. Think about money. Money can be invested, it can be recouped, different things like that. It's in a flow state, right? But time is something that is spent and it is something that once it's gone, it's gone. And that's
That
why
is
it's
true.
so valuable to look at how are we spending our time? How are we spending our time from day to day to day to day? Are we able to utilize our time by being with our families, by doing the things that we love, by doing things in our life that bring us joy, that really truly serve other people? What are we doing with our time? Because like I said, once it's gone, it's gone.
That is so true.
Yeah. And so the alignment piece is really taking a deep look at that so that we can come into an aligned place where we're utilizing our time where we can have lots of free time to spend with our family. We can be very conscious about how are we utilizing our time. Right. And then as far as the money piece, really coming into that alignment, into that service, seeing how we can serve in greater ways and allowing that to flow through us will also, due to the law of compensation, the greater that we serve, the greater we also are compensated for that, so that we can really be free and unhindered to really share our gifts fully. And
Wow.
that means, breaking down whatever limiting beliefs that we might be holding that could keep us back, like a fear of judgment, for example. Afraid
Yes.
of if I do something, someone's going to judge me. If I grow too big, someone's going to judge me, whatever. We have to knock down all of that so we can be totally free to express ourselves. So it's really a freedom of the fullness of self expression where we're not limited by any fears.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes. I truly believe that when one gets themselves in alignment to their soul's purpose, such as their career, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
everything else really truly falls in alignment.
Yes. Yes.
I'm a firm believer on that. That so when one is trying to figure out, well, which one should I do first? If let's say all areas of their life is
Yeah.
out of alignment, I highly recommend get that career in order, get in
Yeah.
alignment with what it is you're here to serve. And once
Yeah.
you do that, everything else, it's like a domino effect. Everything else
Yeah.
just falls right into the exact alignment.
Yes, beautifully, beautifully stated. Absolutely. Because you can
Yes,
see that what happens when people don't do that. Number one, their health can eventually give out. I mean, you see people that are in 9 to 5 careers, and maybe this relates to you where you just feel stuck or you're not enjoying yourself. And then at some point, your health breaks down because of that. Right. And then
exactly.
oftentimes too, when people are misaligned in their career, it's also, and again, a lot of it is just like it's a reflection of each other. It's very interesting, right? So if they're misaligned in their career, maybe they're not actually in the fullness of their joy, and then they're not really attracting the person who's really compatible with them for life because they're not even in a career that's compatible with them for life,
Oh,
right?
yes, that is so powerful. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely. So what you said is beautiful and that is so true. And again, when we can find these alignments, these core soul alignments, it is amazing how it's like you said, everything else will come into place.
Exactly, exactly. And with that being said, what I'd like you to do for us is let the viewers know how they can reach you, because we do have to take a quick commercial break.
Yes, absolutely. So one of the ways you can reach me is you can email me at aligned@thealignmentacademy.net. So again, that's
Awesome.
aligned@thealignmentacademy.net.
Thank you. Thank you. So, viewers, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but stay with us because we will be back. We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, I'm Natan Bredbury. I'm a veteran, Kabbalist, mystic, coach, and spiritual mentor. I have been blessed to help many students on their spiritual journey over the last 20 years. I am currently the founder of the Mystic Warrior Academy, and what we're doing is we're helping veterans heal from the inside out, overcome any sort of emotional trauma that they've been through. So if you're a veteran, a therapist, or a coach, and are interested in learning more about our program, you can contact us directly at info@mysticwarrioracademy.com. Blessings.
Hi, my name is Diana Brandt. I'm a business consultant. If you always wanted to be an entrepreneur and you've got these dreams, you no longer have to have them in your head. I help you with the steps. I'm offering a 15-minute complimentary call, and you can reach me at diana.caremore@gmail.com. Thank you for the opportunity.
Hello and welcome back. For those of you who are just joining, I'm your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I have my amazing guest here. I'm going to say her name wrong. Vijana Sun. Did I say it wrong or right?
It's close. Yeah, it's close. Brianna.
There we go.
I love
Yes.
how you say it though, Brianna.
Yes.
I'll say
And
Brianna.
we've been chatting about freedom of life. And we're going to dive right in because there's so much to cover. And for those of you who are just joining, remember to share, like, and comment. And no, you'll have to go back and check us out on Roku or Amazon Fire TV or even YouTube to get back to the beginning so you're not sort of lost. So here we go with the question. My next one for you, Vinyana, is what does it take to come into alignment? That's a big one.
Yes, absolutely. Well, like you said, and you brought up such a good point about coming into alignment with your career, your true life's purpose. And again, for me, it all comes down to that surrender. It comes down to that surrender, that asking, that opening, and also being aware of the things that you naturally love to do in your life. That's such a big clue as to what it is that you came here to do. What are the things that you love to do in childhood? What are the things that you overcame in your life that you are now a trailblazer for? What have you led yourself through that you can now be of service to others with, right? So those are things. And then oftentimes too, through that act of surrender, you'll just be shown as to what is your purpose here. And once you align to that, like you were saying, Joanne, it's like everything in your life you'll start to see can improve and come into alignment when you're living your mission, right? Then you have that natural excitement about life. And then, it's like your health is in alignment. And then you can also come into a beautiful partnership that aligns with your mission as well.
Yes, yes.
So,
Yeah. And I think it's really amazing on when you were speaking about figuring out what your purpose is. And I think it's a great gateway for people to understand, because I know on like many clients who I come in contact with, they're always asking, well, how do I know what my purpose is? Or I don't know what my purpose is. And I mean, I've always, sit back and say, well, what did you like to do as a child? What was that thing that you imagine yourself wanting to do? So I think that's really important. And even recognizing some of the things that one has overcome, in their journey, because that could be that one thing that they're actually here to be the master of. So I think that's really important. So thank you
Yes.
for mentioning that. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now, what is it meant by aligned wealth? And I should take notes here on this one. So go for it.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So aligned wealth again is wealth that comes from that service. It comes from that expression. This is wealth that is in truly alignment with your service on the planet and that flows to you from that place. And aligned wealth, here's the thing. When you set forth and you offer yourself to God and you offer yourself to be that vessel and to serve, everything, all the provision comes to you and then some. Okay, because you are here for that mission and that purpose. And so again, it's like it is rewarded, you are taken care of.
Mm,
That is truly aligned, coming into aligned wealth and realizing that, because oftentimes when people begin on their journey, they may have this idea, oh, well, the money comes from my job, the money comes from clients. No, the money, actually, the wealth that you have in your life comes from God, and remembering that,
mm.
knowing that, giving thanks for that, right? And not this, I believe that your money or wealth comes from someone, something, some job, anything like that. And if you can
That
just
yeah.
really stay on that focus again, while offering yourself to fully be of service, you will always have peace knowing that you have everything and more than you could require in your life.
That is definitely very important information because I too, I mean, again, I'm just as human like
Yeah.
anybody else, and I've always had that mindset as well. Where okay, the client, the program, the thing is the
Mm-hmm.
thing that brings the wealth in. But
Mm-hmm.
looking at it in the way you just said it, like really is mind changing because it's like yeah, okay,
Yeah.
the wealth really does come from serving and recognizing that this is God's plan.
Yes.
God has a plan for each and every one of us. And yes, let's face fact that sometimes we sort of detour a little and come off track to whatever that plan is. But the bigger picture is eventually one gets to their plan. Eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. Eventually. And
exactly. And with the work that you do,
the
it
other thing is, when we
yeah.
put that pressure and say, okay, well, the wealth is coming from my job, it's coming from this client, right? Then it's also limiting on where we can receive from as well, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
but when we're just in that natural expression of service, doing what we love, we're doing it, doing it, doing it, then it becomes a deeper walk of trust and faith, right? To know that we're always going to be provided for.
Yes,
We're
yes.
always
And
going to be provided
and
for.
and for that matter, I really would like you to repeat that again, only because again, as we mentioned before, with the pandemic, there are so many people. I mean, I know at least a dozen people with the pandemic who are literally at risk. I mean, not even at risk. They know that as the new year comes in, they don't have a job. They've already been told that as of, let's say, January, February, or March, their job is going to be deleted and they
Mhm.
won't have a job. And their mindset is like, oh my God, I got to go and find another job in the same field, which is
Mhm.
like, no, that's not really the way this is supposed to go. But they're resistant. They're so resistant. So I think it's really important for as you said, for them to really recognize that the wealth is not connected to the job.
Yes, absolutely. And like you said, it's a game changer because then it's like, oh, wait a second. I can step forward in life doing what I love to do. I'm probably making way more money than I would working for anybody else or doing another job. And it really does break the mold. It really, like you said, it's a mind changer. It's a game changer, big
Oh
time.
yeah, yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
So now in regards to what is aligned living?
Yeah. So aligned living is exactly what we were saying before. When you come into that path of service, and again, you open yourself up. And the beauty of that is it's outside of the mind. Again, like you were saying with the people that the mind's saying, oh, well, I need to get another job in the same field. That's the mind and desiring and clinging to some idea of security. But the thing is, when things break down, that's an incredible opportunity. It's an opportunity to go, oh, okay, well, yes, I was doing this before. Is this where my heart is? Right?
Yes.
Is it where my heart is? Because when you are living, you know, aligned living is living in that way where your heart, you're living that expression of your heart, what
Exactly.
you do
Yes.
every day and every moment, and really getting to have that experience and being so present to life that you get to love and enjoy every moment of it. And
Exactly.
you get to
And
live in the richness of life.
exactly. And I just want to add something to that, just on like my own personal level. When we think about loving the job that we do, because again, many people are losing their jobs, and the comfort of having that weekly paycheck that comes in from your job, you may feel as though you love it because you're so it's a comfort stage. It's like, well, if I were to walk away from this, then how am I going to survive? Where's the security coming from? And even for myself, loving what I do, but recognizing that there's almost like a new vessel coming in for me of different things that I'm bringing into what I currently did, and I'm doing it a lot differently than I did before. But that could also be scary,
Mhm,
like,
mhm.
for all these years up until give and take 10 years ago, I've been the personal trainer, where I work with my clients, making sure they, vanity wise, they look good, they fit in their jeans, they fit in their dress, they whatever. But now here it is, 10 years later, all these new modalities have come in. And I sit back, and now we're hit with the pandemic. It's like, okay, so now where does it all go? But recognizing that, yes, I do love what I do, but also recognizing that there could be a new way of doing what I do.
Yes,
Important.
absolutely, absolutely. And that's why I'm so passionate about encouraging people and also assisting people to create a thriving online business around that, doing what you love, right? And realizing that it can be multifaceted, and realizing, and assisting people to see with clarity, what does that look like and how can they best live that fully, right? And create
Yes,
that fully. Mhm.
exactly. Now for you, now it's not one of the questions you've given me, but I was curious because it's just popping in, being
Yes.
downloaded. For you and your online business, how many hours a day are you literally working, and how many hours a day are you in your what we'll call playtime? Because again,
Yes.
as an entrepreneur, you get to choose how much time you want to have in both. So what does that look like for you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So for me, I honestly don't look at any of my work as work. To me, it's all play and I enjoy every moment of it. So when I wake up in the morning, I just literally, I'm so excited to get to do what I get to do for every moment of the day. And a large portion of that is spending time with my daughter. So in terms of if you were to look and say, well, how long are you working with clients? Are you online or doing all that thing? Probably around 4 hours a day.
Oh wow,
Yeah. Yeah. And
nice, very
that's,
nice.
it varies, but really it's like I just, like I said, and it all feels like play to me because I enjoy it.
Yes, yes. Now, with the type of work that you do as your online courses, your academy, do you work mostly with groups, or do you also do like one-on-one?
So I do group and I also do some one-on-one. Yeah,
Now, you
mostly
prefer
it's groups.
and you prefer your groups?
The reason I encourage people to do the groups is number one, it's great for people to connect with other people going through these processes. And number two is that, yes, a lot can, I mean, one session is literally life changing. It really is. And so many different beliefs can be reprogrammed on a quantum level, and people go through miraculous, huge shifts even in one session. And what I've found is that working with people through courses where people are having multiple sessions is that such huge change happens for people. And I literally have people telling me all the time, like, I've never felt so aligned in my life.
Exactly,
No matter
exactly.
what their age, what stage of life they are, they're just like, wow, so there really is this experience of, if you're not feeling aligned in your life fully, you know it. There's something inside of you that goes, something is off. I'm not, something is not aligned here. And then when you really come into alignment in your life and you feel the flow and you feel that, then So it's really like a night and day experience.
Exactly, exactly. In fact, for our viewers, I'd like to share that I've had an opportunity a couple of weeks back of having a one-on-one session, and I believe it was for marriage, money manage.
Money marriage, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. And it was an amazing session. And afterwards, the shifts that I experienced from that session was amazing in regards to the connection that I had with money and some false beliefs around money and being married to money. And it really did change my mindset about the whole
Beautiful.
process about my connection with money and the relationship I have with money. So I thank you
Beautiful.
for that.
Yeah, absolutely. My
Yes,
pleasure.
yes, yes. So my final question before we take another commercial break is, what is the difference between the spending and the living?
Spending and the living. Right. So again, like I was saying before, spending is when something goes out and it's gone forever, like I said, with time. And so the living is really coming into that space of alignment with what we are doing in every moment of our life so that we can be present for it. So we can receive the gift of life in each moment. And that joy and living in that presence, whether it's with your family, your children, your parents, your friends, whoever you're with, is invaluable in life, to really be present for that. I mean, how often do we go through life and we might be with people, our children, whatever, but not present? And so it's really about coming into that presence with our life, who we're with our work, with our family, with our friends. And that to me is truly living.
Nice, nice. Now, you had mentioned, because I watched many of your lives, and you had mentioned once something about in the aspect, and I'm not going to be able to quote it because I don't remember word to word, but something about when one is presented with a business investment, whether it be taking
Mhm.
someone's class or whatever it has,
Yeah.
and their reason to saying no to that project is based on finances.
Yeah.
I believe your statement is all about they're basically putting money before God.
Yes.
Am I
Yes.
quoting you correctly?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
It's a big statement to say that. It's a big statement to say that, but it's so true because God brings us opportunities.
Yes.
Brings us, it's like that one parable about the person who was praying to God and they were in some flood, the river was flooding and they were in a tree, and God's like, well, I sent you a helicopter, I sent you someone on a boat, I sent you all these things, because they were like, God, why didn't you save me after they drowned, right?
Yes.
And God's like, well, I sent you all these things,
Yes,
like that
exactly.
was me. That was me. And so here's
Exactly.
the thing. When your heart calls you to something and you feel aligned with it and you're getting a yes, if you say a no to it, you're giving money power over God, because God is infinite and
Yes.
God will show up for you in your yes, in your alignment with what God has brought to you in that alignment, and will provide you everything that's needed. And
Yes.
I've seen that happen in my own life. And I've seen that happen with many of my clients actually who come to me and say, I don't know where the money's coming from, but I'm working with you. And then literally like sometimes days or weeks later, they'll come back to me and they'll go, well, the money's here. Here I am. Let's do it.
Exactly. Yes.
So we don't have to know how. And that's why I'm saying, never put money before God, because God's infinite and God will provide for you.
Exactly, exactly. And it's so amazing on how our conversation really does follow and in perfect alignment to our card for today. And
Yes.
I too, I'm a firm believer that when something is in alignment with you, whether it is working, with Viano, myself, whatever have you, and you don't have the actual money itself to hand over,
Mm-hmm.
recognizing that God has put this possibility in your path for the sole purpose for you to do what you need to do, and to recognize that that is God's work. And as long as you say yes to that process, then of course the gateway opens and the finances come in. And they come in, it's like the money just starts to really flow tremendously when there is no resistance behind a yes. So that particular conversation you had in one of your lives just stood with me from that day on. I'm like, yeah,
Right?
that's the key.
It's so
Yeah,
true. And I'm speaking from my own experience because I've been in that place where I've said no and I put money or I put my bank account before my heart and that sort of thing. And, it happens. It happens. But the
exactly,
thing is, the more we lean into trust and faith, like you were saying, then we can take these leaps and really
exactly,
trust.
exactly. So with that being said, let our viewers know how they can reach you.
Yes. So you can reach me at aligned at thealignmentacademy.net. And also you can find me on Facebook.
Awesome. So when we get back from our break, Rihanna's going to share maybe a tip or two on how you can get yourself in alignment with life. We'll be right back.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. As an intuitive business guide, I help female service-based business owners to grow their business using their intuition, helping you to release the blocks and limits preventing your growth and allowing you to get the aligned action steps to take to grow your business. You can reach me at sherry@sherrysimpson.com, SHERRI at sherrysimpson, SIMPSON.com. I look forward to helping you grow your business soon. Namaste.
Hi, my name is Brianna Sun, and I am the co-founder of Alignment Academy and Executive Excellence. If you are ready to start a thriving online business around your mission, or you're ready to take your life and business to the next level by clearing subconscious beliefs and other blocks that are in your way, then the Alignment Academy and Executive Excellence can assist you in that process. If you are ready to truly skyrocket in your life, please do reach out to me at aligned@thealignmentacademy.net.
Hello, my name is Nick Rafter. Though it may not seem like it, now is actually a good time to sell or buy a home, and I can help you with that. I'm a real estate agent with great knowledge of the markets in New York City and Long Island, and I can help price your home and get it sold, or find you one at a great price. I can also help you rent as well. So give me a call at 347-610-9765 or at nrafter@corcoran.com. Let's find you the perfect home.
Hello and welcome back. I am your host, Joanne Cologne, and I have my amazing guest here, Rihanna. We've been talking about freedom for life. And right now, for those of you who are just joining us, maybe you missed the first two segments of our show, know that you can catch us on Roku, Amazon, Fire TV, and YouTube. So you'll have to go back and check us out. But for now, just stay here. Remember to share, like, and comment, because I do come back and read those comments and answer any of them that I can. So, Rihanna, for us, could you present one or two tips on how our viewers can get into alignment of freedom?
Yes, absolutely. So number one, like I said, the foundational piece, and this has been so true in my life, is that opening up, the prayer around surrender and really offering yourself up 100% and saying, okay, here I am. I surrender. Here I am, God, use me. And that is a foundational thing. And let that be, your foundation and a prayer that you really walk with every day of your life, that you can
Awesome.
be that vessel. So that is number one as far as coming into alignment. And number two really is trusting those nudges when you get them, listening to your intuition that is constantly there. It's constantly, speaking to you in a way, and allowing yourself to follow that fully. And we all know what happens, when we don't do that and we don't listen to our intuition. And then we go, oh, I should have listened. I knew I was supposed to do that thing, right? Or not do that thing. And then we all know what happens when we have those magical moments where you're like, yes, I was called to do this, and now I know why.
Exactly. Awesome. I love those two tips. Now, are you open to a Cosmic Energy Soul reading for today?
Please. I love your readings. Yes, please.
All right. So for our viewers, so they have an idea of how this works, because it works energetically, just give me your full name that's on your birth certificate. Say it out loud 3 times.
Okay. Brianna Sun, Brianna Sun, Brianna Sun.
All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to find out an affirmation that you can use to help you enhance all that you are doing. We're also going to find out a chakra that may need your attention. Not that I can imagine there is one. And also a number that's going to provide. Yes, you are. Also a number that's going to provide a hidden message. So let's see what we have. You are so human, but your card is success. Success.
Beautiful.
That is your message, success, because that's what you were living in. Success.
Yay.
The chakra that needs your attention is the solar plexus. And why it needs your attention? Twofold. One, to remind you how far you've come from where you were, And I get like a big ding on that maybe somewhere along the line as a child you might have experienced not feeling worthy of being successful, but you've definitely cut that cord and have literally jumped leaps and leaps and leaps into being successful. So owning that whole process of feeling worthy of the success that you are living, and you're definitely mirroring the whole process of what it is to be in freedom of life, and walking your talk, which is awesome. And just knowing that continue to follow your intuition and recognizing the nudges that do come in for you, because yes, where you were, let's say last year, to where you're going, it's so much bigger, and there's another door that you're definitely going to be opening very soon. Between you and your partner, you're going a little further than you are now, so that's really great. And your number 8, here's a hidden message here. It's all about abundance and harmony that you are living and you are demonstrating to the world. So that's a really powerful card. Does that resonate with you?
It does. It does. Thank you so much. That's beautiful.
My pleasure. My pleasure. So I'd like to thank you again for being here today and sharing your wisdom and knowledge and just helping all of our viewers get in alignment to their life and finding freedom for life, which is important as we move into 2021. And one last time, just let our viewers know how they can reach you.
Thank you. So you can definitely reach me on Facebook, and you can also reach me at aligned@thealignmentacademy.net.
Awesome. And I'm going to have you back in 2021 because I'm sure there'll be so much more you're going to be sharing. But with that said, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when I get back, I'm going to share with you the conclusion of today's show. We'll be right back.
Okay, sorry about that.
It's all right. Awesome, Yana. Hello, are you an entrepreneur, healer, author, publisher, life coach, or living in purpose? I am Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the host of Joanne's Healing Within TV show, and I am currently accepting guest applications for those of you who are ready to shine your light, inspire others, and share your story, and step in front of a much larger audience, such as Roku, Amazon Fire TV, YouTube, and of course Facebook. I am currently offering special rates for those of you who are interested in inspiring others and shining your light. Email your bio and story to healingwithin76@gmail.com. Hello and welcome back. I am your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne. And if you are just joining, remember to share, like, and comment. And know that we are on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and YouTube. And you're going to have to go back and watch it so you can catch the entire episode of today, as I shared an amazing guest with everyone. And she shared some amazing information on how to be in alignment, freedom for life, very important information. I'd also like to share with you, and you might want to grab a pen and paper, I will share the email with you at the end of everything I'm sharing now. Lots of promotions going on. As you know, we're in holiday season, so I have an amazing holiday special taking place tomorrow. Those of you who are seeing it now, you could definitely take advantage of it today through tomorrow. And then there's going to be an extra bonus for tomorrow because I believe it's Cyber Monday, trying to get, in on all these amazing different names. But today's and tomorrow's holiday special, you could take advantage of $100 off 10 Reiki treatments. So go ahead and do that, and you can use those treatments on a weekly basis or bi-weekly, so your package can take you as far out as to 5 months. So if that's something that you're interested in, please let me know. Next amazing event I have going on is our Magical Moon Ritual Ceremony. Our first Magical Moon Ritual Ceremony will be starting in December, I believe December 13th. For more information, I'll share that link with that email shortly, so hang in there. And know that that amazing price that's on there, $333, mention it today, email me today, and you're going to get $100 off that price. All right. Now, I have another fun class, 5-week Chakra Balance, Numerology, Cosmic Energy Forecast course. So 5-week course. This is the second time I'm offering it. This time it's going to be online. And again, for more information, I'll be sharing that email. The price on there, again, you sign up today, you get $100 off that price too. And last but not least, the final event that's going on, that goes on every Monday, is the Monday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 11-minute meditation and 1-card pull. All you need to do is email healingwithin76@gmail.com to receive the Zoom link for our Zoom session. We meet every Monday night. Our sessions are recorded, so if in fact you can't meet because it's late or it's early in the morning, wherever you are in the world, you'll never miss an 11:11 ever again. So that's all I have going on. Actually, there's so much more, but that's it for now. And again, just email healingwithin76@gmail.com for any of you who are interested in being my next guest and also advertising sponsor. Same email, healingwithin76@gmail.com. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I will see you next week. Bye-bye for now.